at the Caesar Superdome.
The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
First down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hill going to try and run with it.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Hill. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the screen pass.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hill with a give to Kamara on the option.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Hill. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 11 now.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Play fake. Hill. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, 37 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Devontae Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions. 5th in receiving yards. Add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Hill's throw complete there to Johnson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Hill. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
4th down. Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. Flush to his right. It gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Play action. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Hill. Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Hill now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Flush to his right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards.
And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, really nice job there by Darnell Savage, plucking that one out of the air for an interception. And he flipped between free safety and strong safety in the early part of his NFL career. But if you ask him what position he plays, he'll tell you football player. The former first-round pick led Green Bay with 4 interceptions in 2020.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. High throw, but the catch is made. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A give to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now it's Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They're going for it. It's Hill.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. With a pick.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field are covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Jones.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
66 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Room to run inside the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 14-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. He finds his man Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A give. This is Kamara. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go with Kamara. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.